like that. It's time to hop in it.
Yeah, we see some jet action finally from these players, and cNed, before he can even finish talking in the first 5 seconds, he takes the dome off of Angel.
Oh, no.
Shao, he was the interesting one, never played jet in an official, I think, ever. For neither FPX nor Party Parrots, the team he was on beforehand. He had a terrific result up against G2 earlier this week. But now he's up against probably the best jet in the world. Sorry, Tens. But right now, cNed is finding those kills. Zeek is going to play off of it. The double duelist is going to be scary, but Shadow redeems himself from the last series where he didn't quite have the same impact as starxo.
And as he hears all the stabs, they don't know where he's coming from. And the tension is building. Finds it first. Does he also get the one? No, he doesn't know what's happening. Over on his right inside. Does he get shot? A lovely approach. That hero vandal, but it's immediately taken out of the game. Zeek's gonna say bye-bye. Thank you for the rifle, cNed says. Or, well, he's giving it over to starxo. A very understandable decision, but, well, he's gonna lurk around in the corner. He's not even getting one of those. It's Zyppan who's capitalizing on all the players pushing in. At least starxo's getting one, but how much more is he able to get out of this? Nothing. Well, those walls are paper thin, and the bullets are coming for it any second. And well, once more, it's time to see the sheriff in town perform as usual. cNed still didn't get any damage on himself.
Gonna back up a little bit. This round maybe a bit harder to... He's gonna play a bit more passively on the B side because dimasick has his camera in place. And Shao's gonna go walkabouts, but Zeek knows he's going to maybe attempt something of that ilk. The follow-up for dimasick might actually catch him out.
No, that's not that easy against Zeek. The awareness of this lad is just out of book. I'm absolutely enjoying that, and Zeek is going further. But there you go. It seems like you pretty much made it possible that Angel is picking up this weapon due to your wordplay here, Ryan. And well, let's say it like that, I very much enjoy it.
I don't think he'll mind us much, really. I think he's more busy focused on the series overall. That's been nice to see FPX perform a lot better. I think the series against Guild was a really interesting one. Guild's Icebox is even better. I don't think it's as cut as dry, black and white as one team good, one team bad. There's multiple layers on how they play these rounds. And FPX, clearly their Icebox is good. Still winnable overall for Acend. They're playing in for the post plant. And now just up to starxo. The Seekers is giving away his position, and he is being pressed by FPX a little bit. And now they're going to attempt to defuse. Zyppan is on a bit of a wider, similar to how Durka and Dome will work on Fnatic. Both of them are able to thrive. It's not a case of if one pops off, the other one isn't really in the server. This is a nice little connection, I suppose, for FPX. The synergy is there, but so is the attacking up on cNed.
Yeah, Sandfield just a little bit bogged down at this point in time. It's so many different inputs that just don't work. And well, Shadow again, the slightest angle over the edge that makes it work. Zeek knows, gains information, but gets eliminated in the process. Once more, HP wise, it's not looking great. And well, manpower wise, even worse. 3 versus 2, where FPX even got the blades out, which should now work by the books. As starxo puts in a bit of information, it immediately gets eliminated. That dart is gone. starxo should be
trying to play in cheeky areas and play with misinformation, but dimasick, he doesn't fall for misinformation. He goes to grab it himself, and he gets everything he needs. A nice 2k, and he takes a sliver of damage. Still has armor. And Zeek with a response in mid is going to be met by Angel. Zeek's going to keep pressing, and FPX now just shutting down everything that Acend are looking to try and do.
Everybody who's just coming in their way, eliminated.
His pit, if they can get onto a site, get a plant in, might be able to aid them against these exceptional retakes from FPX.
I mean, the matter of fact that Shao's getting such room, it's absolutely nasty. Zeek, though, is coming back. Acend desperately need those rounds, and well, those is a very nice term. The first they definitely need. Shao's having none of that. Please leave the site. Well, sure thing. Have a nice day, mate. cNed's obviously leaving. BONECOLD got a bit of control of that. Well, looking for the tripwire desperately. Puts up a simple wall. Gets himself that one up. And now the rotation's going to come in. Are they going to be that fast? Nope. It's still the annoying snake bite coming down as though dimasick whiffs. It's information that has been gained. And well, that 2 versus 4. Still something that I could see working here with Angel and Shao.
Yeah, it's how they really adapt with this information because they're doing things carefully. The toxic screen on B is going to keep the attention of Angel Quite consistently, but now he's on a nice spot if anybody decides to push him. The operator still there to save wall for Kiles. Hasn't gone down. This is a great chance for Angel to keep pushing, but BONECOLD finds himself on a nice angle. Now, Shao, question is, do you go for this or save the operator? The money's going to be good considering, well, you 7 rotate into the operator.
It's a meat grinder at this point. He's not even going for body level anymore. It's just purely headshots. And great stuff about Shao is, at that point in time, got himself the entry and moves backwards. He's taken a bit of mid control until somebody else has taken that over, and now he realizes what's coming towards him. But obviously, Shao is someone in the safe spot, though he's whiffing. Now escapes again, hopes for reinforcements. They're coming over.
Okay.
The no-scope from Shao is going to open it up again, but finally his time has come, or more likely it has expired. Brilliant stuff, though. He's once more delaying it, and also casualties on the side of Acend. Just a little bit too much at that point in time. Working around the pit. This is what they still try to do. The wall is going to go up at that point in time. And as BONECOLD falls,
it's going down.
It's down. And no more vision. And suddenly, as they had the advantage with blocking it, it's still going their way, though. Acend still have dimasick to find, and it could be the clutch of the Sentinel. Works with one. cNed knows that this is far in the open. He's trying to bait it. Goes for the fake once in a while. He knows where he's standing. Is he going to find him? He does! And FPX bring it home. It should be enough.
See what they can do. The Lear is going to at least try and create an opening. They managed to make their way through to yellow, pretty much unharmed. dimasick trying to spray through, break the wall, or at least maybe get a kill, but the recon dart is a really nice one to get that information in. Fortunately, now for FPX, they have to play a bit more set back. I love this wall now because Shao doesn't really have a good shot in to clear, even towards the back of its CT. He's going to try and see if he can get something in that little gap that was left, but Zeek is sat on the other side waiting.
It would be number 10. Double digits that FPX could already obtain. The two-man disadvantage and Shao whiffing the shots. It should make it pretty much impossible. As I say that, Shadow spray control.
Yeah, that's very difficult to uproot. That's certainly difficult to kill overall. And I love the fact that if you look at Shadow, you can see when he goes into some Viper's utility because his face just goes bright green. Yeah.
I love those face cams.
I'll point it out when it happens next.
Go ahead and well, then we're going to see a bright green face, but Shao is whiffing a few shots by now. The last few rounds didn't go according to plan for him. As usually, a world-class Sova has, well, swapped classes for this, and Acend got all the control over this fortress. Nothing, the slightest besiege tool should make it possible to take that B side. As though Zyppan is on it, already drum and bass playlist is tuned to the max. Get the revive still going. He doesn't care. There's the revive. cNed whiffing the shot, but it doesn't change the matter of fact that Shadow, and obviously with the scoreline we saw previously, not a big surprise, to be frank. Poor Zeek should just be ending in the grave very soon, and that is already happening. Absolutely obliterated. As first he got rabies and then the bullet in the chest. Horrible scenario for him. But the wall going up should allow them to get that very simple bomb planned. As I say that, obviously it's laser-like accuracy coming in from cNed. The slightest gap in the wall is allowing him to have a great vision over on Angel. Still needs to do the magic dance. It is not happening, and the belay of the death-defying acrobat is leading to his death. Shadow and dimasick got the chance, don't get me wrong, but he needs to be by the book from Shadow. By the book. Well, they want to take this one home, and that with, well, maximum speed, very obviously, as they already go for mid and obtain control over to the B side to some degree. BONECOLD's not sure what's happening here. Hold on, Shao got that plant down, but not only that, Shadow's flank is going to eliminate him easily. It seems like the side of FPX might just make perfect work with this force, but as I say that, all collapsing. Left, right, and center, nobody seems to stay alive, and 15 HP on Shadow, it's not going to make it much easier for him.
Might not even make the last chance qualifiers in stage 3. Imagine that.
It's wild.
That would be a big loss. And Acend is already making FPX worry enough. Let's not add that little narrative point on top of it, because all of these fights now FPX are starting to win. Could be their first round of this attack so far, and they're putting in a lot of pressure towards A. Seekers, however, well, one of them is going for the wraparound, which could catch on to this Viper. BONECOLD could have his position given up, and Angel, whilst he takes the peak, takes the majority of damage, but catches him on the back. That Seekers is nice, but there's so little time to get this spike planted.
They gotta run, and if there's a single obstacle, then I would start to worry, but it seems like there is no obstacle. No worries. starxo is going to head off and take him, that operator with him. It's not 5 grand anymore, 4.7, but those 300 credits, it's not a crazy change.
On this B site, whilst the rest of FPX are heading A.
Toxin screen down.
Angel's wall is going to go down, and at one point in time, they realize nothing is awaiting them over on the B side, and this is where Angel strikes. starxo waiting backside is not going to really find too much at that point. Still goes in, can't get anything out of that. And it's FPX who seem to prevail, except it's some cNed action, and we're talking about cNed action. Surely he's the one to always look out for, but he can't have all corners checked. Man doesn't have free heads, checking left, right, and center.
On the duelist, because for the majority of FPX's lifespan, he's been on the Sova, and now dimasick finding those timings, maybe catching on to the Jet, but can't get Jet, the Sage of Kiles, and cNed, the up on this defense, holding down the fort.
But there it goes, the killing machine from Turkey is striking with full force. starxo is also joining the party with his Hunter's Fury. But Shao got the reply, and as you mentioned, mostly was more in a supportive role with playing Sova. That does mean he doesn't have the quality of a duelist. And dimasick, even if he's Sentinel, he also has this quality. Sees both players back there in the middle, and might be just so useful. starxo still strikes, and as Shao is patiently waiting, there comes the ball.
He's playing a little bit more passive, a little further back, and Acend not really wanting to overstep the map, because if FPX find this opening, they'll run with it, and they'll take Icebox.
I'm a little bit bewildered at this point in time how strong FPX can be from time to time.
Oh my god.
That's not the biggest surprise. It is even how good Shao can be, but at that point in time, Brian, it's cNed who needs to deliver one-of-a-kind performance. We know he can be that hero in such scenarios, but now to get all the information, cNed flags, finds one, but not much more than that, as Shadow and Co are already entering the side, or pretty much waiting in front of the gate. The revive is here, and still, they're fighting. No real chance seems to come in. Acend have big-time issues at that point in time.
Kiles holding on. They know pretty much where he's going to be. Tries to take the peak, wins one duel, but he has to try and heal. That's good play from dimasick to instantly catch up on the kill. Nice trade. Now zeek with a Spectre.